Om Shanti Harshabhai. Shall we start?
Just give me 1 minute. One minute. One minute. Shanti. Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a nice Amrit Vela. So, we were reading the Murli from October 3rd, 1992, in which Baba is focusing on the value of Brahmin birth. So, Baba was highlighting what is the opportunity that we get with Brahmin birth. So one thing Baba was highlighting on, you took this birth of Brahmin birth by Bhagya Vidata, the bestower of fortune himself, gave birth, gave us this Brahmin birth. So what else to ask there? And then Baba goes in detail to deep dive into Baba, God Himself becomes our Father, Teacher, and Sadguru in this confluence time. Whereas, what else is the elevated fortune compared to the deities? Deities become the parents there. Here, God Himself is our parent and also teacher and Sadguru. So Baba deep dives into what sustenance do we get from God, unlike any other sustenance. So wherein Baba, the bestower of God, God Himself is our sustainer, and Baba deep dives into, do you have this intoxication always emerged in your awareness, and is it visible in our chal, chalan, chehra? So Baba also brings our attention to Baba as a Trikaldarshi. Trikaldarshi, one who awakens to all our five forms, one who makes us Trikaldarshi, which means one who makes us awakened state of all our five forms or five capabilities, in other words. So Baba is highest on high. Baba is making us highest on high. And again, as a result of a teacher, you study. As a result of study, you get a status. And then Baba goes into the status part, wherein Baba talks about what is the highest status one can ever have in the whole cycle, and that is to be a emperor and empress of the golden age itself. And in this Laukik world, the status is more around based on our education, which is like IAS, IPS, or political ladder of corporate ladder, political ladder, being president, prime minister. You get respect, honor, power, all all kinds of stuff here. But compared to that, what is the status that you get by studying this study taught by Trikaldarshi teacher, that is to become the highest on high, God's Himself. And Baba deep dives into what is the greatness of that. So, your greatness is that your presence, just by thinking about your real self, devotees get so intoxicated. So they feel that wow, this is my God, my deity, and then they personalize. So here, Baba is telling everyone starts bowing down, start saluting. There is this pure loving feeling coming from the heart. So here, that study which leads to this is what makes everyone experience this. So even the devotees will start dancing in happiness from experiencing your fortune in their minds. Just imagine. So it is a what we call referral effect. Sometimes you have problem with some side, there is a referral pain. This is like a your presence. They feel, they they dance in happiness, experiencing your fortune in their mind. So it is like a referral thing. It is transferred into their mind and they start enjoying. So what would be our state? Just by thinking, they get so blissed out. Uh, so that is the Father Baba is talking about. So the attainment of such an elevated study is the elevated fortune. And so we, Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, have to be in that flying stage. And Baba brings our attention here, wherein are we enjoying this life of pleasure and love, or is there any other questions uh, that is arising in our awareness? Like, what do you say when a problem arises? I didn't want it, but I want to, but I am under compulsion. Is this the language that we use? To be fortunate means all compulsions have finished. It means to move along with love. I want it, but this is not the language of a fortunate Brahmin souls. Fortunate souls fly while rejoicing in the swing of love. They stay in the pleasure of flying stage. They cannot have any compulsion. Do you understand? Do you keep your elevated fortune merged? Let it emerge. Now is the time to keep it emerged, Baba says. So now Baba is taking us the third fortune, which is Baba as the Sadguru. So Baba as a father, teacher, Sadguru. The third one, Baba is bringing our attention to Baba as a Sadguru. What fortune did you receive from Sadguru? Firstly, you received Mahamantra. From Guru, we get a mantra, and from this Guru, we get a Mahamantra. What was the Mahamantra you received from the Sadguru? Be pure, be yogi. Be pure, be yogi. As soon as you took birth, you received this great Mahamantra from Sadguru. All the children received this Mahamantra, which is the key to all attainment. Purity is the key to all attainments. A yogi life and a pure life is the basis of all attainment. This is why it is the key. If there isn't purity, if there isn't a yogi life, then although having a right, you will not be able to experience that right. That is why this Mahamantra is the key to experience all treasures. And the mantra is be yogi, be pure, be yogi, a yogi life and a pure life. Pavitra bano, yogi bano. So that is why this Maha Mantra is a key to experience all treasures. You have all received the key of such a Maha Mantra from Sadguru as your elevated fortune, and together with that, you have also received blessing from Sadguru. The list of blessings is very long, is it not? How many blessings have you received? You have received the fortune of so many blessings that you are living and can live your whole Brahmin life on the basis of those blessings. Do you know how many blessings you have? Do you know the list? So you have the inheritance, you have the status, you have the key to the Maha Mantra, and also the mine of blessings. So you are so fortunate. Or have you kept it hidden, thinking that you will open it at some time later? Those who have experienced fortune over a long period of time will be revealed as those who are multi-million times fortunate at the end too. If not now, at the then not at the end either. If you are this now, you will be this at the end too. Never think that you will become complete at the end. Only if the life of perfection begins now will it be revealed as such at the end. Now you yourself should experience it. Others should experience it. Those who are in close connection with you should experience it. And at the end, it will reveal to the whole world. Do you understand? First, you should experience. Then, those who are close to you should experience. Then, at the end, you will be revealed to the whole world. What should they experience? All the fortune, all the treasures. And you should experience from this Maha Mantra. And Maha Mantra is what? Be yogi, be Rajyogi. Yogi, a yogi life, pure life. Pavitra bano, yogi bano. With purity comes all attainments. So Baba is highlighting that as a Sadguru. So today Bab Dada was seeing the elevated fortune of all the children. The father saw the fortune, but the children don't experience it to that same extent all the time. This is important. So Baba wants us all the time. All of you have received the mine of fortune. However, some of you know how to use it, whereas others do not know how to use it. You do not use it as much as you could. Everyone has received it to the same extent, but you are number wise in using the treasures and experiencing the treasures to be yours to the extent that you are the Father's, to the extent that they are the Father's treasures. Baba has not given them number wise. He has given everyone the number one treasure. But you have all given yourself a number in using those treasures. Do you understand why the numbers were created? The more you use them, the more you apply them, the more they will increase. If you simply keep them merged, they will not multiply. Neither will you be able to experience them, nor will you be able to give others that experience. Therefore, put them in your activity and on your face. So, do you understand what you have to do? Is it good to be happy with whatever number you receive? Okay, if not in 108, then at least 16,000. At least I will become something. However, the beads of the rosary of 16,000 are not always turned. They are only turned sometimes and only in some places. People turn the beads of rosary of 108 all the time. Now, who am I? You have to know this yourself. If Baba or someone else were to tell you that you are in 16,000, what would you say? Would you believe it? You would begin to have question marks. Therefore, know yourself. Who am I? Acha, to all the most elevated, fortunate souls everywhere, to all the souls who have taken a godly birth and claimed a right from birth, to all those who have received their elevated inheritance from the Father and have taken godly sustenance, to those who have received from the true teacher elevated status of an elevated study and who earned an elevated income, to those who have received from Sadguru the Maha Mantra and all blessings, Vardhani, to such multi-million times fortunate, extremely elevated souls, to all the elevated souls who accumulate multi-million at every step, Babdada's love, remembrance, and good morning to Babdada. And the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Om Shanti. So we can give a pause. There's one meeting. Can catch up tomorrow. Let's take a minute to digest what Baba is saying. Something nice and deep. So try to recognize all the opportunities this Brahmin life has given. Baba's company, through Baba. We got lot of other things. And try to walk your memory back, track your memory to how we started. When you first came to Baba, how fortunate you used to feel. Go beyond words, go into the experience, and try to recognize the one who made us feel the way we felt when we first came to Baba. Baba, the Bhagya Vidata, created our Brahmin life and became our father, teacher, Sadguru, gave all the elevated sustenance. Baba, the Trikaldarshi, gave this whole spiritual understanding, spiritual wisdom, and the whole cycle, awakening my true self through the five forms, creating the most elevated status of the divinity, being part of the royal family, part of 108. Baba, the Sadguru, gave us this Maha Mantra of become pure, be yogi, yogi bano, pavitra bano. With this Maha Mantra, with this purity, all the treasures are restored. Treasures of Gyan, Gun, Shakti, spiritual knowledge become very natural. Baba's Murlis, able to experience Baba's love in Baba's Murli because of the purity. And Baba gives this Maha Mantra, Pavitra Bano, Yogi Bano, and all the virtues and powers get awakened. And keep this awareness constantly emerged. Om Shanti Shanti. So, what is your personal experience of experiencing these treasures Baba gave us? What is your personal experience in this journey of Brahmin life? Feel free to unmute yourself and share.
Om Shanti Bhaiji.
Om Shanti.
I seem to have gotten clarity, ability to introspect, think before thinking, leading a careful and a worry-free life, and sense of abundance at times, and in a way, lot of friends, if not close friends, but there are no foes. So, and at the same time, ability to take decisions, ability to remain empowered and feel the company despite being, say, alone, in solitude. So I think these are certain attainments of Brahmin life. And whenever I wish to go to the family at the center, I get abundance of love. So these are certain attainments. Om
Mm. And what is that one practice that uh, that took your experience to the next level? What is that one practice or realization or one moment that really took to wow, this is it?
When I go to the retreat center here, roughly traveling 40 kilometers up, so
Mhm.
it is really a great experience. That night, the sleep is even more better. The early morning Amrit Vela is even more better. So, traveling up and down is a little challenge because it's quite far. But the day really goes better with that. The the next day goes really smooth. I
Mm.
should try to make an effort to go there often.
Mm. Where is it? How far is it in Mumbai?
In Kochi.
Cochin.
Yeah.
Acha. Nice, nice. That is right. So, so here also we've been. We have a Didi here. She was sharing. So everyone should make an effort to go to Baba's house because the atmosphere itself creates, invokes all of that. It is unlike any other experience. Going to Baba's house, staying there in that pure atmosphere, whatever, listening Murli, doing seva, doing retreat, or whatever karma yoga, whatever you do, just staying in that atmosphere itself leads to a experience which you cannot even compare with anything else, and it totally takes you to the next level. That is very true. And I like the point which you are pointing, highlighting. It gave us an ability to think before thinking. You have, you want to elaborate a little bit, Vinod Bhai, on think before thinking? And of course, there is a level of clarity that helps us to think clearly. Yeah, go ahead.
It has become automatic. You know, being respectful to people without knowing that you're being respectful, it has become imbibed now.
That's nice.
With having to think and not to hurt anybody, that itself, it in a way, the byproduct of it is what is clearly visible, that there is a lot of harmony. There is some success in a tough situation without you being aware. When patients come to me, when challenges come to me, I'm able to cross them. I'm able to see what would have led to it, what are the possible complications if I don't treat that case right now. Maybe
Mm.
definitely it is a byproduct of the worldly knowledge, but yes, thinking to certain extent, all of these in the same point in time seems to be one gift that I'm getting by following.
Mm, very nice. Very nice. Cool. Yeah. So we were actually having a discussion on this think before thinking. Is what does it really mean if you say think before thinking? So if you focus on what makes us think what we think is what we are acting on. At that level is what we are, Baba is making us work. In other words, if we are upset, your thoughts are created based on your states, your sthiti, what you're experiencing. So Baba makes us soul conscious, which makes us stay in that uh, state of going beyond thinking and analyzing and experiencing that soul conscious stage, that itself helps us guide what to think, what not to think. What you feel is what makes you think what you think. So Baba changes that experience, that feeling, that colors how you see the thing, colors how you perceive, colors what energy that you that gets invoked when you are in that environment or in that situation of agitation or whatever situation that we are in. What gets invoked? Is it love? Is it compassion? Is it kindness? Based on which awareness that we stay. If we are in soul conscious state, uh, that energy of that peace, love, happiness is what ignited, and that changes our drishti, our vritti, and that leads to our thinking. So think before thinking is focus on think what you're feeling right now and then think. Change your thinking based on changing your sthiti. Yeah, it's cool. Anyone else would like to share?
Good children, I think. Today, Baba has brought about some good children and all. But I just still, I think Harshabhai hasn't replied to my yesterday's question. I thought today he'll do his homework and come to find out because I was going through that how should like he was saying he goes up 40 kilometers and then he
Mm,
comes, he enjoys, he
mm,
experiences that experience which he has, that the fortune and all. Is the other person able to experience it and able to dance in their minds? They should be able to see. So that I think is, of course, as you said, that takes time. Then I also wanted to know what is his language. Can he say, well, I have become this? Like, what do we say in this journey after receiving the fortune, after knowing what we are? So many things, especially I like the one where Baba mentioned yesterday. I am the only one where he is my father, he is my teacher, he is my guru. And all in one, everything in one. It's three in one or supreme being, supreme this, everything. That's what I think. That is the only thing which actually pulled me to know. There is no etc. etc. No need to go here, go there, and everything is over here. It's totally there. No need for me to go and check. Fine. But what is the language I just wanted to know of like, do you think I have become this? So can I say I've become a Brahma Kumari, or I am becoming, or can I say I am moving along? Because sometimes I find when Baba's that thing, that experience of that other person is not there, can't I say I am moving along? See, it's not, I am not, I'm still in movement. I'm still going on, moving on. I'm not stopping. So, does moving along mean we are not intoxicated? Does moving along mean we are under compulsion? So, what is this language which Baba's talking about? And what would be Vinod Bhai's language? I was just interested when you, Harshabhai, when we're talking. What are your those experiences? For me, I told you the one thing is truth, 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 ultimate, ultimate, ultimate. I don't even think because every time see beads, he goes on turning, and then he says the last bead, and I still don't know. Sometimes he says I make 3 or 4 mala, I make one additional one, such kind of thing. When Baba, I don't know whether it's a motivator thing or what is it. It that doesn't attract me. What attracts me is just Baba himself. Not that carrot stick and all. Do it, I will give you Satyug. Do it, you will become, and all those digital photos showing and all. But there is one thing which yesterday when you said, Harshabai, you spoke about that, there's 5 forms. Um, See, I'm just trying to throw many questions at you so that I can get all answers. Otherwise, I'll forget to ask you. See, this 5 forms, I used to often think what is this? This kind of repeating the 5 forms. But very recently, I just got to listen to a message. I don't know which doctor sent it, called as the science of repetition. So when the mind repeats every time, like they say, If you're in a cave and you say, I am a bull, I'm a bull, I'm a bull, you will become a bull. You cannot come out of the cave at all. So much the mind takes that repetition. So if this five form, I am a deity, I am a deity, I am a deity, I am a deity, I am a, if it comes, it absorbs it and it is there in your mind. I don't understand this neuroscience and all much, but I was going through it. That one part I agree, the five forms, a practical thing to know how do I really enjoy my fortune. I really found at times and all, I'm sitting down there. I said, okay, do I like Narayan's clothes or do I like that clothes? That kind of thing, a changeover in my brain. Certain things are there. But what are your feelings? What should be the feeling of, see, such a heavy fortune he has given, what all fortune, and if a list were to be prepared, the treasures, the virtues, the powers, the relationships, what multi millions. Do I have that experience? Do you have, Harshabai? Does Vinod Bhai have? Are you able to really bestow that experience on people? Are they attracted by you? That's what I wanted to really know. And how do you do it? Oh, shit. Long
Mm,
question.
yeah. Um, so so this is definitely loaded. What Baba's Murlis are loaded. And again, why do we feel it so loaded and so too so elevated that it's like, oh my god, it's too high for us or even to comprehend. So especially Baba is trying to how is Baba trying to make us feel good, or is he saying truth? We understand that Baba is saying the truth, but when we are listening to this so much elevated words used for us, then it's like, it sounds, I trust Baba, he's saying truth, but I don't feel it. So now the question is Baba trying to please us? No. He's trying to, is he saying the truth? Yes. So then why am I not experiencing if it is truth? So there is something missing. And what is he seeing that is make us say what he says? So he's seeing our real potential. He's not making up stuff. So he is seeing the real potential, and then his eyes are only on that, your final complete sampan sampun sthiti, and that is what he's looking, and then he's trying to talk that language. Whatever he's seeing, the most elevated, most powerful part within you is what he's telling. And he's not just telling what he's seeing, but he's also telling, I'm going to make you that. And then he says, like, how am I going to make you that? I'm going to give you the awareness. And it is your job to stay in the awareness and become that. And become that means experience that. So if I'm not experiencing that, but Baba is seeing that, so what can Baba do? And that is what he goes into this number wise thing. Like, oh, I'm giving everyone the same thing, but you're not experiencing it. It is up to you. Brahm Baba was always in that stage. He's always catching up to whatever Baba says. He's trying to stay in that sthiti, in that awareness all the time, and then he was enjoying. Like, he there was moments when where he was enjoying that. Like, look, I'm going to become Krishna, and then all of that intoxication, right? So coming back to your question of, do we feel that? I don't think so. If we were feeling that, we will be in Avyakt stage in advanced party, or either with Brahma. So definitely, there is definitely a gap that we are trying to catch up. But having said that, so do you see the progress? And I definitely think that everyone in this Zoom room will say that yes, I see a progress since I came in Gyan. Now I really feel something is changing, right? And like Vinod Bhai was telling that Look, I used to feel good. Now I don't even know, but I'm still feeling good. So I am not, in other words, you get to a state where you are not consciously making any effort to be yourself, and you're naturally staying in that awareness easily, right? And definitely, I think Vinod Bhai, if I'm not mistaken, he's a doctor. So he's interacting with his patients, and I'm sure what his patients used to feel before he came into Gyan, what his patients is feeling now after he came into Gyan, or what his patients will feel after coming from the retreat, what they are going to feel, and definitely there will be a difference. And again, what makes the difference? How much he is intoxicated, right? So it is just like a measuring stick to tell that did I really experience all that I'm capable of experiencing? Did I really become what I'm really capable of becoming? So, and that's where all of this. And coming back to the repetition part of five forms, and again, uh, on that neuroscience thing, there is a saying that your brain prefers a familiar hell than an unfamiliar heaven. So that is how your brain is designed. Your brain is designed to choose a familiar hell over an unfamiliar heaven. So for that, you have to consciously make heaven familiar. So when you make heaven familiar, your brain cooperates and then everything becomes subconscious and natural, right? So, and again, how do you make anything familiar? Repetition. What is repetition? Keeping that experience always on the surface, right? And then what is this repetition making it, how is this repetition making it natural? Because our brain is designed to create shortcuts. When your brain figures out that, look, this guy is doing the same thing 110 times, millions of times, I better create a shortcut for this. It allocates some neurons to create a network and then keep this experience alive all the time. The minute you say I'm a dot, and then boom, everything comes alive, because brain is designed to create shortcuts to optimize your energy. So you will use the forces, natural forces, for our own benefit, and that is how habits are created. That is how sanskaras can change, because sanskaras are created by that repeated experiences of limited experience. So then that limited flow will start taking us to the next level. So, and then that too, Baba says like what actually to repeat, and these five forms, which is what your core anchors for the cycle. Did I answer?
Yeah, but that part even I agree. And even I say, I was just thinking that's why Vinod Bhai should really tell us that
Yes.
experience. I really, that's what yesterday was my question. And you were talking about this. I told you there were some things which I didn't understand. Why Baba gave us this path Swarup, instead of
Hmm.
allowing random thoughts to dominate the brain. Like that's what I don't remember that word. He teaches us
Hmm.
intentional rewiring. That was what was the word? I really didn't understand. That was too much of neuroscience. Something it was given as experience dependent and all. So I remember very much over there. And Baba says, but he gives, that article was very nice. Like when you go to Jyoti Bindu, they said it's like focused attention
Hmm.
and an attention of focus. It was so beautiful for me to know. So I really went into those five forms. Then deity means something about uh, positive identity of myself. What I am actually, not what I am. That's why, see, that one question, who am I, when Baba asked today. Then this worship worthy form is reinforcing my value, like knowing what is your self worth. And but the most difficult one, which I didn't get to in that article, was Brahmin form, where he's saying it is like a purpose driven, like an executive, thing, because that's where the action plan is. The whole thing is in the Brahmin form only, where all the
Mm.
changes happens. Then angel form was very good, like that was called as detachment and some awareness and all. So this intentional rewiring of the form which Baba, that's why I said as a teacher, as a Trikaldarshi, as a thing, I'm really awed by the way which one step which Baba gives here, or he just says remembrance, 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 remembrance. Everywhere he just uses that word, Manmana Bhava, nothing else. So what happens? Otherwise, what will happen? I will remain trapped in one identity. I am Girija. Now I can say I am a point, I am this. A way, like yesterday somebody was sharing about this various awareness and soul consciousness at various times of the day really brings about different forms of identity with me. I really like
Mm.
that multiple identity. I liked
Mm.
all that, but I just wanted to have that experience, what I'm experiencing myself as a deity. My person sitting across me, does he know that I'm really enjoying? What should I do for it? Because that's what even Baba wants. I just cannot sit and eat the cake. I have to also distribute the cake. If I just sit and eat the cake, Baba is saying, yeah, she herself is eating whatever she has got, she's not sharing at all. So I just wanted to ask from you that premise which you have to give. Otherwise, this teaching and all, if you see, it's too beautiful, you see. And nowadays, science has come in so much in this Raj Yoga, and especially these five forms, I liked. So that's
Mm.
why I wanted to, that
Yeah.
experience, I,
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, this is good. So, it's so so lately, one thing that is resonating with me more is, um, most of the Purusharat is kind of, I got to do this, I got to become that, I have to practice this, I got to do these five forms, I have to listen to all the murlis. So it's more of a doing, 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 and experiencing, experiencing, experiencing. So from doing, so if you change the whole everything, whatever you've been as a part of Purushat, whatever you're doing, changing the mindset of being. Right, for example, I have to make others feel good. Right, it is also an action, it's also a task on our head to make others feel good. So instead of having that mindset, you shift the gears to being. When I say being, like when I am blissful, there is a saying, hurt people hurt, period. That's it. So once you are hurt, there is no way that you cannot not hurt other people. One way or the other, one moment or the other, you just explode and then blast somebody else. So hurt people will hurt. So in other words, if I start thinking that, oh, I should not hurt others, I should not hurt others, so then you'll be keep suppressing your hurt, and it is just a matter of a time when you explode. So instead of going to solve hurt people hurt to blissful people give blissful, and it's just a switch that we try to do. In other words, I want to be happy, happiness happens. I give happiness naturally. I don't have to think about, oh, am I giving happiness, am I making her happy, am I making them blissful, or are they thinking this elevated thoughts looking at me. I feel it is more on the doing side of it. So I feel more we switch our gears towards the being part. Even in these five forms, for example, I see whole of these five forms is nothing but seed stage. So seed stage is like electricity. use your electricity, run a fan, turn on the light, turn on the mixie, keep the fridge going, whatever you want to do all different forms, but the everything happens because of the energy. So in other words, seed stage is the one that enables angelic stage. Seed stage is the one that enables the divine stage. That seed stage is the one that enables worship worthy, or that enables Brahmin stage, or the purposeful, whatever that thing is. Expression part is a thing, but what makes all of this thing, five forms, happen is your seed stage. What you carry in that seed stage, or what kind of energy am I carrying. If I shift my attention more towards that being part, so then you'll see all the expression part, all the response that is coming from your expression part, all of that things falls into place naturally. I think that's why most of the Sakar Murlis, Baba keeps drilling us. Are you soul conscious? Are you remembering Baba in the soul world? And then all of that thing Baba drilling down around that being part on the soul. What energy am I carrying? What, who am I as that energy being? And then expression happens, response because of that expression is also naturally falls into place. And yeah, so I mean, I feel more we switch our gears towards that seed stage. So then when you're practicing angelic stage, let your seed stage enable that angelic stage to be natural. Or in other words, you're just being a translator of this electricity becoming a light. That's it. That angelic stage is nothing but your presence is radiating that detached and loving stage. Or your angelic stage is gracefully coming out as a divine being. And nobody in the golden age knows they are divine, because they're not even looking for it. They're just being themselves. And everything just happens. Nobody tells that, oh, look, you're so divine. Also, you're so nice. Nobody is going to give feedback of it. And they don't even care for it. And they're just being there. So I think more we focus, more we come from the seed stage and enable all other forms, other things naturally falls into place. I think more we practice that. Let seed stage drive all of our practices. So then it uh, maybe move the needle little. Just few thoughts. Anyone else have any thoughts? Any thoughts, questions, comments?
Well, if nobody has, then I shall pitch in what sister asked.
Yes,
I think
yes.
I think everybody is intelligent. Everybody has an instinct in themselves. Baba is giving us several perspectives, sister, to exist. You know, the mannerism, the etiquettes, the culture of being, the art of thinking, the art of giving self-respect. It would exist in a different manner with a different sense of emotion in different classes of society. Even a person on the road would say, I am great, with big anguish and hurt in his heart. Whereas a very rich person would probably be thinking, I'm just rich, I do not care. So Baba puts us in such format that actually makes everybody connects to one. So probably this perspective is what Baba is naturally making us more aware of things around. And if we are more aware, I think that is what is the need of the hour, to be in the moment. For me, practicing 1 minute silence with patients these days is a big art of mental health. They feel,
Mm.
yes, sir, it is a very great thing that you're doing. What is this app that you're following? Can you tell me, is this a free app? I freely tell. A traffic control. Use this. This is a really great one.
Mm.
So this way, uh, naturally, when we see more brothers and sisters in society moving so agile, so gracefully amongst the Kali Yuga, you find that naturally there is something in this that is changing. That is, uh, that's a collective thing. That's an organization in a way. So that's how probably it influences me and others. Probably. Om Shanti.
Shabbai, I just want to uh, add here, please let me just emphasize with you all that I'm absolutely, absolutely, I know what are the motivators which Baba gives. Like it's so deep, and it's that's the truth, and nothing else can drive me. Nothing else can attract me. Nothing else can do me. And I know each of this. Like I try to research in it. Like what you was talking about traffic control. I just came to know that it's just to prevent your mind from automatic wandering. Like I know, see, all these things which Baba does, because 63 births, my mind has really gone things. So all these things which Baba is doing, we know it. And it's not only here, even in the Shastras and all, when a little bit, when we have our mind has really got that, our soul has actually got these samskaras or this knowledge. And I know the one and only shop interest. So my thing when I ask such questions is not that I have a doubt in this or I have no, there's absolutely, but I would like to know how do each one of you perceive, because
Mm.
I don't know, I would like to be honest, I don't think I see a rosy picture everywhere, even in your, I'm being very honest, not blunt, please excuse me if I'm so. Go to any center, go even to Madhuban, you see ups and downs over there. So you don't have any role model or anything over there. And now no more dadis, and all of them have gone. So we also, there's only one person we look up to is Brahma Baba and the Murlis. Nothing else. If I'm going to look about here and there or to what people say today, they say something, tomorrow they'll say something. I'm going to go afloat. So I'm clear of all that. I cannot expect, because they are also going through their own stage of experience like me. So, but one person, Baba, Murli. That's what I think. So whenever I ask these questions, it's just to see what each one of you explains. Like I liked when you spoke about patience. Yes, I think, and you have more interactions with your patients and all, and you use patience in that. So that's a nice way of really for you. You are on the field. So I just wanted, was interested so that even I can imbibe a few things. But I don't see a rosy picture like you see, Vinod. By here and there, you find love, you find this. No, now it's just focused. The line is straight, just the light, Shiv Baba, and through Brahma Baba. That's the only. Of course, all others are there. I'm talking corporeal level. Everyone else whom we want, we can carry them up as our guardian angels in subtle regions, and we can do that. Whoever our thing. But this particular phase, what we are going through, I think if we are really, it's a challenge for us, these final moments. Still, many are, it's not come. We are still in the rehearsal stage. That testing point, those challenges and all. Because there were many things when I really tell Baba, you told me to do this, I went ahead of this, and now see what I have to face. You know what he says? Yeah, I wanted to see whether you're able to face test challenges. What if in the end this happens and then you throw yourself? I'm just giving you an example of an experience. So I think these moments are something very precious. So I don't like to wander here, wander there, test this, test that. I would like to be focused. So I think I would like to work more on that thing which Harshabai said, the seed stage. I think that needs a lot of, going back to my roots. Sorry, I just wanted to say what was there in my mind, but there's no questions, no doubt. I am what I am because my God has chosen me to be what I am. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. In the interest of time, Harshabhai, I'll invite you for a minute's meditation. But before that, Tomorrow we shall be revising the Murli that we read in this week, which is Murli dated 24th of September 1992. Over to you, Harshabai, for a quick short meditation.
Thank you. So take a minute to step into this unconditional space, unconditional awareness, which is our home, the soul world. And take a moment to experience how it feels to go beyond any idea, any concept, anything that is limited us. Take a moment to experience that unlimited self, your real self, as Baba sees us. Trikaldarshi, Master Bestower, and the most elevated, highest on high. Carry that pure potential in your seed stage and allow that presence to create that experience and your stage. Carry this presence for the rest of the day. Om Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Harshabai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a lovely day.